Where my hot bean done at? Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then,
Hey, my name is Earl Alex, aka Cab Ticket Prolific, and y'all should already know that. What we're really here for at this SongLab live event, thank you for joining me, is to highlight the artist that comes through, right? I think I'm saying things right. But an artist that was on our flyer, a guy who I've heard his music, for one, that's dope. But also, in person, his presence is dope. I've been talking to him a little bit off camera, and trust me, he has some shit to impart. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it to the other side of the table and let him introduce himself and tell you where you can find his music and everything and such like that. And I think you guys are going to be surprised. Go ahead, my man. Let him know.
Yeah. ShilohBaby, that's the street that made me go crazy. You know, that's the slogan. Upcoming artist, straight out of Doyline, Louisiana. Been out here about a year, couple months type stuff in Arizona. But other than that, I mean, y'all can find me on all platforms. ShilohBaby, 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 all platforms, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, all that. So
Nice.
y'all just get at me, go find me.
Awesome. Now, we were talking earlier about, this isn't as much about music, but we were talking a little bit about relationships, and in relationships, you have to kind of work together. We were just speaking a little bit about this generation. So, but coming up right now as a young artist as yourself, do you think collaborating is promoted? The artists that you work with, like, is it like when you meet other artists, is it easy to collaborate? You feel like there's a good networking spirit in where you're at in your career right now?
As far as networking, like just personally for me, I probably say no. And I say it because it's kind of more on me. I gotta put myself more out there as willing to promote. I'm kind of like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of like an anti-social person. So I'm just now finally getting used to like being out there, putting myself out there, linking with people, being willing to slide to the studio with people, or inviting people to mine. Like, don't get me wrong, people hit me, collabing a lot like that, but it's just more me wanting to be out there, wanting to put myself and grow on that type of level. Like, as far as right now, I just been trying to get my name out there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come in, following behind nobody or be like, oh, you on his track or not. Nah, I wanted to be able to base my platform to where once I do start collabing, people can go back and find those stuff. Be like,
Nice.
Oh, he did this, he did that. So I definitely, that's been my main goal, is like putting the right amount of music out and then starting to venture out and collab with people. Probably these next couple, I just got a song that dropped with somebody. Shout out to A Grace, he dropped a song with me and D Carter. But like that's something we locked in with, and it's like, all right, let's push this out. But other than that, like, I definitely got collabs coming soon and things like that, like with and shout out to Case Money, because we got a whole bunch of music together. But,
shout out Case Money.
Yeah, but definitely collabing is something that I am trying to get used to and venturing out more to do.
So tell me a little bit how long you've been doing this, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit about your start too, so I can get filled in.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in church, so it's kind of like, probably every little nigga grew up in church, but but
PK myself.
Yeah, I grew up in church. My dad, he played almost every instrument.
Wow.
My mom sung, so
did that have a big effect on you?
Yeah, it did. Like, especially on my music, just how I come at the beats, everything about my music. I feel like that it plays a big part, just cause my whole dad's side of the family do music. I got cousins and doing music. I got uncles, aunties. Everybody was either in the industry or probably could have been. My grandfather, actually, my grandfather on my mom's side, my mom, dad, he did music. He was a guitar player.
Yeah.
Things like that. so it's in my blood.
Yeah.
Just to come say it's in my blood. But other than that, like, I just grew up in church. I was pushing with that. I played the drums, played a
Oh.
little piano, keyboard, all that. So I that was something that I grew up just doing beats, things like
Yeah.
that on drums. So as far as actually stepping out, just doing music, that was probably like a year ago,
Wow.
maybe a year, a couple months. Like me taking it serious and me actually putting it out, promoting it,
Yeah.
things like that. That it's only been like a year and actually constantly in the studio.
Are you still making beats?
Oh, I ain't never make beats, but just as far as
Oh, okay.
like presenting it, like I'm in church on the
Yeah.
drums, things
Yeah.
like that. Like I could play bass, piano, all that. So it was kind of like I never really got into making beats because it was more of a process.
Okay.
I'm impatient, so I'm like, dang, I want this beat to come out, but I'm
Yeah.
not willing to work, like invest in that. Something I
Mhm.
was more invested in was lyrics,
Songwriting kind of just
songwriting.
got
So
you.
that was the first thing I started out in, was like doing poems.
Oh, nice.
I was writing poems before I was writing music. I was trying to freestyle and things like that, but I started out with poems. I'd be in my room at like 10,
Yeah.
11, just jotting down poems, just my emotions though.
Yeah.
Like, how am I feeling? What do I feel about my situations and things like that? Yeah, I was young, but it was a lot going on at the age of 10 and 9. So
Yeah.
it was like, that's how I came about like music, just as far as songwriting and things like that. Which at the time I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just in there writing, jotting down words, how I feel, my emotions, like what's going on in my head, and that like it played a big part now. Because as far as me growing up, I learned, and I put it all into it now. But I learned different ways to put together my music.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I could sit here and like most of my music, it probably seemed like I'm talking about what every other rapper talk about or something you could say, but it's real.
Yeah.
Like, and that a lot of people don't understand that. Like, yeah, you got to dig a little deeper in my context, because I can hit you with lyrics and stuff like that, and I can break anything I said in the song down. Just like even my rah music, like I'm talking about stuff. Like,
Wow.
people don't understand that. Like, I'm talking about a lot of stuff, and if you're not listening, you just think it's every other music.
You first have to follow, and then you have to listen
Yeah,
for the layers.
yeah, and like I was going, like, so getting back on subject,
Yeah. No, you
got
good.
into music. So I was in college. In
Okay.
high school, I played ball. I was a hooper.
Oh, dope.
So right after high school, I got a scholarship to go play up north in Wisconsin. So I'm from Louisiana. Go play up north in Wisconsin. So I'm going from Louisiana to Wisconsin.
I was born in Wisconsin.
For real? Yeah, I was in Manitowoc.
Okay.
At this school called Silver Lake College. Shut down now, but I was there for a year and I was just hooping. But in the midst of that year, I was doing music.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, and it wasn't like everyday type thing, but I was like, I was trying to do some music.
Yeah.
And I think it was my spring break. That's when COVID happened, and I came out here because, like, I was born in Cali. I ain't specify where I'm from, but I was born in Cali, Moreno Valley, California.
Oh, dope.
When I was probably like 5 or 6, I moved to Louisiana.
From the west to the south.
Yeah, and then
southwest.
from there on, I grew up in Louisiana. So then I came out here, like, my family from Cali moved out here.
Yeah.
So I come out here, like, shoot back and forth, like, to visit. Probably like after I was like 15, 16. And then so I came out here. My dad stayed out here. Uncles, aunties, people like that, cousins. And I came out here for spring break. So it's kind of like I ain't planning on staying, but it was like, all right, I'm here. COVID happened. It's like I can't go back to school now. I'm stuck out here.
Wow.
So it's like, all right, let's see what's gonna make do. So I was stuck out here. We was chilling. It was quarantine actually, and I recorded a song. It was Street Life. And Street Life. So it was that simple, and I recorded that, and then that's when it was like, I ain't gonna lie, everybody I done that song, everybody like, you sound like Roddy Ricch. You sound like Roddy. And I don't even think, I personally don't think, but everybody saying that. But I mean, like, that's how it came to be. So that's like the actual story.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so, but like getting into music was always around me. Like when I look around, there ain't no way I can get away from music.
Like a natural progression.
Yeah, so it's like now I'm in too deep. So it's like I can't. But that's kind of the story of what triggered, the music.
Man, that's awesome. Like honestly, you were around it, you were influenced, but then it seems like you continually push yourself in different ways because you are a musician. Yeah. Then you're like, you know what? I want to get my message. I can identify with younger and letting out my emotion, but now I feel like I want to put it to song. Yeah. I want the world to hear what I have, and also it's dope enough to make some money for me. Yeah. Those are all the good parts, but that's dope. Like, if you don't mind me asking, can you give me a little bit of the story behind your chain there?
My chain?
Yeah. Cause you came in rocking.
Yeah. I don't know if they can see it, but I mean,
yeah. Put it right to this one.
Right there.
They can see.
Chain. Forever 12. That's what I'm gonna start off saying. That Forever 12. This was my brother, my best friend. It's a deep topic, but I'm cool with talking about it.
Man.
But my brother, my best friend. My dog, he passed away October 2nd of this past year. So October 2nd, he passed away that morning, like on 6, 7 in the morning. At the first call of my day. Wow. So like people be like, yeah, that was my dog, that was my friend, my brother with it. Nah, like he was closer than blood. So like that was this that's behind the chain. Forever 12. Like he was a hooper. He was on his stuff. Like I don't care he was finna go D1. Right this upcoming year he would have been D1 because he was at a JUCO.
Okay.
At a school like around the crib, Louisiana. It's called Bipsy, in Bossier, Louisiana. So he was there, and this year was gonna be his year. Like he was going D1. Like, I knew he was. We was talking about it all the time. But yeah, this is my brother. I talked to him the day before. Wow. Like probably like 6, 7, 8 hours before I got the call.
Do you think that kind of lets you know that time is of the essence? Or do you think that changed your music in some way?
It changed it a lot. It changed it a lot, and it showed me that to love everybody you around, because you never know what's gonna happen. You never know when it's gonna be the last time. Tell everybody that you know, or even if you into it with somebody and things like that, just tell them you love them. It ain't gotta be no deep conversation. Y'all can still, feel with it. Just tell them you love them. And like we wasn't into it. Like I said, we talked before. I told him I love him. And, like it wasn't no situation where it's like, damn, I'm in regrets. Nah, he left this earth on good terms with me, and I was on good terms with him. We ain't never 100%. Been no weird stuff with us. But like, that was somebody I really trusted, and I don't trust. So that was somebody I trusted. That was that like no weird stuff. Dude had my heart. Like that was a real brother,
real talk.
A real friend. So it was like, it showed me a lot, and it showed me to love everybody like it's their last day, and always invest in that. And that's just always, every day but somebody you so close with, it's like every day is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because it's like, damn, I can't call him. Damn, I can't text him. Like, and it's deeper than that because it's like, I tried calling him.
Yeah.
Like, I still do. Yeah. Like, and I still text him. But, like, it's something you'll never, like, really, just get a hold on. Like, damn, bro. Yeah. And, like, shout out to his family. Like,
definitely.
It's hard because it's like, that's their family, and I gotta find a way to, talk to him without, shedding a tear and,
Yeah.
stay strong for them. But like with this music, everything I do for him, and I started going harder, like after the fact.
Yeah.
Like I did, and I ain't gonna lie, I should have been going harder, but I started going harder after the fact.
Wow.
And sometimes you got to, and it changed my music because now I really dig into my emotions. I dig into what I feel. I dig into my soul. So that's just something where now it's like I'm pushing forward with that, and I'm pushing forward with, like even talking my stuff, like stand on whatever you speaking, like, and that's something he was big on, like
Did
talk
you
your stuff.
did it spur a project?
Oh yeah. I don't really, because like with him, it wasn't no promoting with that. Like, cause it was,
not about that. But
yeah, no, I know, but
yeah.
that, cause I could have said it, but it's like it was more personal for me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But I did do a project just for him, Forever 12. So that was his basketball number, 12 in high school. Wow. So like, that's Forever 12.
Hell yeah.
So it was like the project, one song he heard on that project, and that was the last song I sent him ever. It was Meaning, the one with me and Case Money.
Wow.
And that's the song, and in the song, like I said, if I tell you that I love you, then I really mean it. Like it's in context and the way I wrote it, I wasn't thinking about nothing. Like I wrote it just, and then after that song, that's the song. The next day, I was listening to it all day because that's the last song he heard. And the last text he sent me, I'm finna listen to it all night.
Oh.
So it was like that's the last song he heard, listened to of mine, whatever. It was like I playing that shit all night, and then all day the next day, and then like when I digged into the lyrics, like it was like damn, like I'm going through this right now.
Like you were writing for even the future you feeling.
Yeah, I'm going, and the thing I was writing into context of, like, like it's crazy. Like when you listen to it, but like I was going through it, and it really was hitting home, and like that's the last song I said like he listened to, and I made sure that was on the tape for sure because it's like, Forever 12.
I'm a firm believer of. They say this is law of physics that there's no energy really lost in this world. So what you doing by just kind of putting out that for one, the project that you're putting out and the energy that you have invested into his life, it ain't lost and it ain't for not. By the way you talk about him, wish I could have met the brother.
Yeah,
100%. And now that you are out here in Arizona doing this music, and you have more than enough reason to do your thing, do you feel like now is the time? You feeling good about where you're at in your space now?
I could say yeah, but no. Cause I know I definitely could go harder. Like, and I know I definitely could put out more. I definitely could do more and things like that. So, in certain aspects, like 100%. But in a lot of aspects, like nah.
That honesty is what's actually gonna take you.
Cause I ain't been serious for long, but I should be way higher than where I'm at. Yeah. And that's just me being honest. And it's not me being blunt, and it's not me being big-headed. I'm humble. But when you know what you got and you know your worth, like, I know I'm supposed to be way higher than where I'm at right now. Wow. So in this aspect, I'm just saying, like, in a couple months, I'm going to be where I need to be.
You hear that, guys? Yeah. Be on the lookout. That sounds like nothing but growth and maturity to me. That sounds like there's a lot coming. That sounds like we should be ready for it. And us here at SongLab, we are backing you. So share with us what you doing so we can share and put it out in this ethos too. Definitely. Well, can I get you again to let people know how they can connect with you, connect with your grind as you're growing and as you're doing, and if you have anything that's coming out in the near future, shout it out. Let people know how they can connect with that too.
I bet. Like I said before, ShilohBaby, ShilohBaby. ShilohBaby. Nice. All platforms, everywhere. iTunes, YouTube, Tidal, Spotify, everything. Instagram, ShilohBaby Santana _. ShilohBaby at Santana _. That simple, man. Other than that, anything upcoming, when like really just stay tuned with me. I do soft drops and things like that, but also I plan on probably, y'all the first ones to hear, but I'm probably gonna drop a little tape beginning of the year. Tape beginning of the year.
Nice.
Not year, but probably like August,
Yeah.
September, somewhere around there. Just
dope.
Let
us know.
I need some turnt stuff out there. But
Nice.
I need to talk my stuff. But other than that, like, I mean, right now I'm just working, locked in, locking in with myself, locking in with other artists, trying to get these features down, trying to tap in with more people, and hopefully in a couple months to a year, I'll be back on here talking about I signed $1 million deal. So,
awesome.
Yeah, you never know. Just just stay locked in with me. Follow the gram. I'll be there. Hit me. Anything like that. I'm tapped in.
100%. Now, being this is your first SongLab, can I get your opinion on how you feel about this event? And then could you shout out SongLab for me?
Yeah, first shout out SongLab. I respect it. I respect the grind. I respect everything I got going.
Thank you.
It's all love from my way, from the Cream City Records, from Boss Boy Management and everything. It's all love. Shout out to y'all. This been a good experience, conversational wise, everything, even before the podcast started. We was just chopping it up and things like that. So it's definitely a blessing that, God brought me here and things like that.
Awesome.
And, shout out to the Almighty God, because, He brings people together for the right reasons. And even if it's the wrong reason, somewhere is right, So, I mean, shout out to SongLab, shout out to, all my people back home, Forever 12. And if you ain't tapped in with that tape, go tap in. It's real meaningful to me, and it all came from the heart. Other than that, shout out SongLab.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much. I mean, honestly, thank you for giving us your presence here. I mean, everything you're doing as an artist is coming from a genuine place, from what I hear and from what I see. And then it seems like from everything that I've seen around you, you got a good team, and that they're pushing you right, and that you have what you need to kind of move forward and flourish, and your trajectory is looking good in my eyes. So definitely I'm excited to see what you got going. Hey, let me just shout out Forever 12. My man is doing it for a real reason. Check him out. Check out his music. Nothing but love. Thank you for coming through the SongLab.
Oh yeah. Forever 12.
Niggas see me and wanna be me.
I'm finna turn y'all
up. Wanna be me. Nigga talk shit, he wanna be me. Why you pussy niggas wanna be me?
Ain't too many niggas out this bitch comparing that. We do that. Fuck it.
We gon' make a nigga famous. We gon' put him on a nigga came from nothing, so you know how niggas coming. Why you got a gun if you know you ain't gon' bust? If I trust you, then I love you, and if I love you, then I trust you. I can never trust a whole guard, he hold me up to nothing. Real deal demon at my dog, but he ain't breathing. Real deal reaper, if I send him, you won't see it. Real deal stepping up in heaven, gatekeeper. One hit a quitter, bitch, I'm leaving when you sleeping. Ain't no mission in this mix, clothes, knives get fed. Nigga body gotta show me, I'ma aim it at your head. Nigga bleed how I bleed, and I said what I said. Niggas out here chasing hoes, but ain't no hoe that I'ma bet. Nigga said what? Nigga bang what? Nigga talk shit, but that boy ain't tough. Nigga seen what? Nigga said something. I might light a nigga up if I hear him say something. Real niggas don't lame. All my niggas stay dangerous. Real divas can't tame it. We gon' make a nigga famous. Real niggas don't lame switch. All my niggas stay dangerous. Real divas can't tame it. We gon' make a nigga famous. I'm like Stevie cause I wonder if I'm seeing clear. I ain't need it, I feel empty, ain't a soul in here. Lord knows a nigga damage, I be thinking evil. It's been me, myself, and I gotta keep it heated. Too many people really change, try to get over on me. I had to learn to switch my lane, family was scheming on me. I ain't been fucking with the world, I like my clothes homie. I get to vent, I shed tears when I'm my Bible lonely. Feel like the devil got a hold on me. That's why I gotta keep the pole on me. Heart been broken, got a soul on me. These niggas snakes can't choose a soul on me. They gon' love me when I'm down, cause they love me when I'm up. When I was down, they ain't wanna show me love. I'm my nigga in the grind, seem like I can get enough. And my feelings, never thought you'd leave me, bro. Real niggas don't lame. All my niggas stay dangerous. Real divas can't tame it. We gon' make a nigga famous. Real niggas don't lame switch. All my niggas stay dangerous. Real divas can't tame it. We gon' make a nigga famous.
Oh, you guys want to ride?
Yeah, well, I'm an artist. This is ShilohBaby.
Just like just do a circle.
Oh, okay.
He recording something right
I'm
now
recording.
for his video.